Okay, we're working on our 66 Chevelle, and come on over here. We got the motor in, we got everything ready to roll. We got to get our O2 sensors, and we got to get it over to the exhaust shop. So I went ahead and I installed the dash right here, and we had a wire that was not connected, so we had to take the dash out, and that is a pain in the ass. I want you to look at all that wiring. Very big fucking job just putting it in and taking it out. I'm going to show you one of the reasons why. So when we had it out, we decided you got to have the dash out of the car to put the pad in. The pad's right here. Okay, I went ahead and ordered a pad for the car. Then we found out that I didn't realize, but the pad doesn't cover the whole dash, so I went ahead and I refinished that. Yeah, came out beautiful, looks nice. And then we went to put the dash back in, and what we got here, we got an item called Dakota digital gauges. Do you see that right there?
See it.
And I don't know if anybody's familiar with Dakota digital gauges, but they are basically the industry leader of electronic digital gauges for automobiles. And I want to show you something before we go any further.
Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
If we look right here, this is the brain for the gauges, and you can see each individual wire gets hooked up individually. And then there's also, or there was, a connection for our OBD reader, which is an interface. This is what this is right here. And what that is, it is a code reader, and also, and I want to show you that. All right, this is actually an extra item. You have to buy it separately. And what that does, that actually lets you read what's going on with your engine on your gauges when your vehicle is running. Now I'm going to turn the key on. I want to show you these gauges under here, and we'll kind of get a picture of what we're talking about. Then I'm going to tell you the rest of the story about this thing right here. So if we turn the key on, you're going to see that the gauges do come on, and everything looks nice. And it's got a nice center digital console situation. And then when we turn the lights on, you can see that these are the illuminated analog gauges. Very beautiful, and they look very, very nice. Well worth the money to spend on these. So that's what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you what the gauges look like before we go any further. And then if you look right here, here's our center section, and that is where this item right here would read out everything to you that's going on with your engine, including the transmission temperature gauge, the oil temperature, and just basically anything that's going on with your LS2 engine. So what happened is, I want to show you this, and I think it's a piss poor design, but if you look right there, this is an auxiliary connection. You see that right there? All right. Kind of like your computer MP3 players, such, this, that, and the other. It's an auxiliary. And this actually is on the behind our computer. All right, it actually goes behind there. But this broke. This is what makes this thing work. All right, it's basically a one-wire operation, and then you got a hot wire and a ground, and then this would be your interface wire. And instead of hooking it up like you see with these other wires here, you have to go ahead and use it with this. So what happened is I went ahead and hooked it all up. I ran the wire. I went to plug it in, and you can see basically what happened. It broke. It broke off, and I was furiously fucking pissed. Am I right or wrong?
Oh yeah, there was a lot of F-bombs going on.
Okay. So I called the company up, which is, once again, let me show you there,
Dakota Digital.
Dakota Digital Gauges, and I specifically told them what happened, and to my surprise and utterly shock, they told me that I can send that unit back and they will replace it, or if I couldn't get it out, because you can see this is glued on there. This is a glued on item. It's not going to come off. Look up under the dash. There's nowhere to mount it. You see how crowded we are. They said that if I take it apart and I send the computer board back to them, they'll go ahead and fix that. I told them there's no way possible. They looked up the sale on this item and they said, okay, what we'll do is you can send that item back and we'll give you a full refund on that item. And I said, has this ever happened before? He said, yes. We usually end up fixing the computer board, but we're willing to give you a refund back because we know that this has happened before and it's not your fault. So I thought that it would be a good suggestion, and they're not paying me any money. They're not doing shit for me. They don't even know I'm making this fucking video. But I thought that it would be a very good idea to go ahead and make this video because of how honest and polite and courteous this company was to me, Mr. Small Guy, that's trying to make a living. These gauges that I just showed you are approximately $1,000. You're looking at about $1,000 here.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money, especially, this is another thing, because I always tell people, don't buy anything until you need it. We bought these gauges approximately 1.5 years, almost 2 years ago.
They didn't have to.
They didn't have to do anything because there is a disclaimer on their website on their return policy. So,
Electronics are always hard to return anyhow.
what I want to say is, if you're looking for a high quality gauge that's going to serve the purpose of what you want, and with people that are going to treat you fair and honest, Dakota Digital is one of those people. That's all I can tell you. I use a lot of their stuff. This is the first time I've ever had a problem in probably 20 years of using their stuff. We got a car over there that's got Dakota Digital gauges, and their products never fail and everything always works perfectly. So let me get back to putting this dash in. We can see how hard of a deal it is. If you look over here, this is a 2-person deal, and I can tell you what, it's a big job putting this in, especially when you go ahead and add in-dash AC and heat. You can see all the plumbing we got going on here. Yeah, that's the situation we have about a product review called Digital Gauges. Dakota Digital Gauges, that's my review on their product, and I will say that I'm very shocked. How about you?
I am too.
I couldn't believe it. And one more thing that they did, and this is 2 years after the purchase, they went ahead and gave me an RA number. Now what an RA number is a return account number.
Return authorization.
Which is good at US Postal, FedEx, UPS, anywhere you go. You give them the number, they automatically pay for all the shipping. I'm expecting to see a check in the mail on that item there, which is about $275 for that little thing, possibly in 2 weeks. So thank you very much, Dakota Digital. Wonderful product, and people that back their product up and don't screw you around. We gotta go. I got a dash to put in. Take it easy, and if you're looking for some nice gauges, get on Dakota Digital Gauges website. All you gotta do is put Dakota Digital in, and their website will be the first thing that comes up, and they will take care of you in situations when situations need to be taken care of. Let's get this in the truck car so you can go home.
D.I.Y. Automotive School. Classes don't stop till you know everything.